Hi everyone, and welcome to our brand new channel. This is Positively Windsor, named after this guy right here. And we're gonna do a pet tag video today to introduce him so you can get to know him and us as well. I'm Patty.
Oh shit.
Hey poopies. I'm saying
Buddy. Up.
Alright, so Windsor is a Pomsky, which means that he is part Pomeranian and part Husky. He is an F4, which means that he is a 4th generation Pomsky. So we got him from a breeder in Indiana, and the reason that we went with a Pomsky is that Shane actually grew up with some Huskies, and
I've always loved Huskies. They're funny, active, they're really vocal, and they always have personalities that are just different from any other breed.
And we had a Pomeranian before, so we thought that Windsor would be the perfect mix of that husky playfulness, intelligent breed, and then also the super cute overload of a Pomeranian. And what we got was this guy, and so much more. Windsor, what are you doing? Sometimes he interviews a little bit better than others. I think he's a little excited because we don't normally sit on the couch together and make videos. We usually just have the camera pointed at him, and he actually just rang the bell. So that means that he wants to go outside. So we're just gonna take a quick break and we're gonna let him go outside. What are you doing, puppy? You gonna go outside? And we're back. So when it comes to Windsor, we adopted him initially as a birthday present for Shane, who went online and scrolled through so many adorable pictures of Pomskys that I didn't think that we would ever find this guy. Do you want to tell him what it was about Windsor that you liked most?
Most of his dark features in his face. He just had a wolf-like look to him with the 2 different color eyes. He was just really beautiful, and he looked happy from just looking at him on the picture.
Yes, and he's definitely happy. He's happy. I would say 99% of the time he is happy, and he wants to let us know. So the next thing about him in the pet tag questionnaire is what is quirky about his personality. And there are so many different things, but I think one of the biggest things that stands out is that Windsor definitely thinks that he is human. He is one of the family. He wants to be involved in everything that we're doing. He's extremely inquisitive. Not only that, he's like our very furry child. He has his own toy bin, and he will go in there and dig through this big toy bin and just drag out all of his toys all over the floor. We try to put them away, and he will go and just pull them right out of the bin and drag them right back out. So that's kind of his favorite thing to do when we're cleaning up the house.
He likes to express when he doesn't want to do something. He throws his head back.
Yep, he'll whip his head back. He'll give us a head whip, and he'll let us know, no, it's not happening. What else?
He got 3 cats, and he tries his best to make friends with them, and
They
don't
super sweet
on him.
Yeah, it's a no-go. He's all over the place, high energy, just very intense. He is coming at you 60 miles an hour, wanting to play, and they want nothing to do with it. Okay, so the next question is, how long have we had him? And he was born in October of 2020, so we haven't had him for too long. He's still a pretty young guy. So the next question is, does Windsor know any tricks? My goodness, yes, he does know quite a few tricks, and that was one of the things that we found endearing and also just mind-blowing about Windsor is just how intelligent he is. He learned fairly quickly how to do sit, lay down, roll over. He can do high five. He can also ring the bell, as you might have seen a moment ago, and
Shakes.
he shakes hands.
Gives hugs.
He gives hugs. He will let you know that he loves you. And he will let you know if he wants to be petted. He'll grab your arm and pull you over. Yes. He lets you know if he needs attention. But one of the things that we just have found to be so sweet is that he'll meet you at the door, especially this guy, and he will jump up and he will hug you around the waist. So I think that kind of leads into the next question, which is, who is Windsor's BFF? And if ever there was a BFF for a dog, it is this guy right here, Shane.
He meets me at the door in the garage, and I've got to open it slowly, otherwise he'll knock me down.
Yeah.
And it's about 5 minutes worth of hugging, petting, before I could actually get my shoes off.
And Windsor was actually supposed to be 25 to 35 pounds, and we should have known because when he was a puppy, he had these big old paws. He is 65 pounds. and not for lack of exercise, because he is constantly out in the yard. He loves the snow. He's outside doing zoomies. He is all over the place, and we take him to the dog park. We go for walks frequently. He's a very, very active dog, but he is definitely bigger than what we expected. Right, buddy? Yes. What's the next question? And he has such a beautiful, bright smile. Oh, yes. Okay, so his favorite toys. We will go there, and then we will talk about the many things that Windsor has left his mark on around our house. So his favorite toy is his chicken, and we'll insert a video so you can see exactly how much he loves on this chicken. He also loves his frisbee. He loves running after it. He's not the best at catching it. We're still working on his coordination, but he loves going out after his ball and after his frisbee. And he thinks I have a treat in my hand, which is why he keeps trying to gobble me up. And that's another really great thing about Windsor, is that he is so motivated. He is motivated by praise, by attention, by treats, by interaction, anything. He does so great. We can offer him a little piece of dog food and he's totally happy. We can just spend time with him on the couch petting him, and I mean, that's all he needs. But he loves his toys. So his favorites are his chicken, his frisbee, his blue ball, and when it's cold outside, he will just run around the house. He finds any way to have a good time. He'll bring in his toys and he'll just let us wear our arms down, throwing them around the house, play with him. Yeah. And he thinks that he's a lap dog. But you're so big. You're so big. He will literally come and just lock on you and knock you over. Okay, so what has Windsor done, if anything, around the house? Any kind of potential damage? Let's just say that we underestimated how much stimulation Windsor would need. He is so smart and so playful that if we weren't with him constantly giving him attention, he would find something to preoccupy himself with. And we are going to show you exactly what we mean. So we thought it was super endearing. He would sit outside the bathroom door and he would wait for Shane and I to come out. What we do realize he was doing was that he was gnawing on the wall outside of the bathroom, and he pretty much,
Before he got a chance to actually fix it, he actually already had a hole in it.
he had a hole in the wall, and that was the first of 3, because then from there he actually went into the bathroom, and right next to the shower he went ahead and gnawed on that wall as well. So he kind of tore that down, and then he moved on to the living room right next to the sliding door to head out back, and he gnawed a hole there as well. So we realized pretty early on that Windsor needs a lot of interaction. He needs a lot of toys. He needs to be mentally stimulated, and so we got him a great big bin full of toys that he can manipulate so he can get his treats, those sorts of things, to really challenge him mentally. And since then we've noticed an improvement. He hasn't been chewing on anything, and then of course he was a puppy, and so there's the teething phase, but thankfully he hasn't taken after any more furniture or walls. He did attack the back of his couch very briefly, but the couch has survived, and that is pretty much it. Now it's just his toys. He will obliterate his toys. Most of the toys that we do get from Windsor say that they're indestructible. Well, they haven't met Windsor before, because he will take them apart within a day. So we are super, super choosy when it comes to toys. We want to make sure that they're going to last a little while, because he loves them, and he will wear them down to the point that they're just scraps. And even then, we will see them dangling from his mouth, and he just walks around the house with his little rags of toys. All right, next question on our list. Is Windsor a swimmer? Yes, he is. Do you want to share a story?
Sure. Found out early on, after we had him for maybe a month, that he was capable of swimming. He fell in the creek when I took him for a little walk near a creek just down the road from us, and he swam to the edge like it was no big deal. Like he had done it prior before we even got him.
And ever since then, anytime that we go for a walk and it's near a creek, or if we go out on the boat, he wants to take a dip in the water. He loves it. Just a natural born swimmer. Another question on the list is, do we crate this guy up? The answer is yes. Do you want to tell him why it is that you had to sleep in a crate at night? The answer is that he likes to explore the house, and usually it takes him into a rec room, which has the cat tower and the cat food, and he will just get himself a little midnight snack if we let him. So for that reason, we do have to put him in the kennel at night, but he has a pretty good setup. He has a sound machine. We have a little curtain that we pull. He's pretty comfortable. No complaints there. But I mean, other than not being able to get to the cat food.
His own little cave.
Yeah, he has his own little Windsor cave. And now he's sitting on Shane's lap. His tiny little lap dog here, all 65 pounds of this tiny little guy. So the next question on the list is, does Windsor have a BFF other than Shane? And yes, he does have a 4-legged BFF, and his name is McLovin. McLovin is a little tug. He's 9 pounds. And another reason that we should have known that Windsor was going to be large and in charge is that when we first got him as a little puppy, he was basically the size of McLovin, who is full grown and, like I said, a chug. And he may have even been giving McLovin a run for his money because he was pretty big. The two of them grew up together and they love interacting. Since then, did he just take himself home?
Yep.
I think that he's ready for a little break or a little afternoon nap. So Windsor and McLovin have been friends from the get-go, and they go for walks all of the time. They enjoy being out, just getting down on the floor and wrestling. I think it's super, super cute. He is a little jealous when it comes to his toys. He's not really big on sharing, and you will see that throughout the videos. That's kind of the theme. He is our one and only fur baby that we have here, and so he's used to this big bin of toys, and he doesn't really understand sharing is caring. So we are working with him on that. Okay everyone, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed meeting Windsor. So if you have any suggestions for new tricks that you would like to see Windsor try out, please leave a comment down below. We'll see you next time. Bye!